guys. Welcome to the 22nd edition of the Brutally Honest podcast. We're moving quick this week, like a speedy panther. We got Rick,
Hello, this is Rick.
got Dylan,
Hello, this is Dylan.
Nadia,
Hello, this is Nadia.
me, Erich, and Jason.
Yo.
So we got a big show today. We got a lot of stuff to get through in a short amount of time. First up, Star Wars Battlefront 2 trailer. What do you guys think?
Woo!
Woo!
Yeah?
That's
Me
it.
too.
I think that's
I
it.
like that. I like that the main writer from Spec Ops: The Line and Mitch Dyer, who used to be an editor at IGN, are writing the game. That's going to be really good.
Yeah, that's actually pretty cool.
How was Spec Ops? I never played that.
It's a great game. Go play it.
Yes. You play it right now?
Yeah, right now. Just
Okay.
I don't know. I'll be one of the naysayers. I didn't think it looked very good. I didn't think that game needed a campaign.
you
I think
mean
it,
you mean Star Wars?
No, just Battlefront.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I
think it personally needed a whole new developer, but that's just me.
Ooh.
oh
Okay.
Yeah,
I
just
like
say
that.
Okay. I probably agree with you about the campaign that it really didn't need one. I'll take one. But
Yeah.
I mean, you know what you're getting into with Battlefront.
Well,
Oh, I know.
I mean, that's what I used to play on my PSP all the time. The Battlefront campaign on the go was what I played like all the time, and I think people miss that from Battlefront, from the first Star Wars Battlefront game.
Well, I know
I don't
some
care.
people did, but
I mean, I don't care about the campaign. I just want them to bring back Galactic Conquest, and I want it to be online.
Well,
That's not gonna happen, though.
I mean, everybody doesn't want to play online all the time,
Well, no, not everybody.
so they give them
That's
options.
Galactic Conquest.
Yeah, Galactic Conquest is good.
is Galactic Conquest in this? Do we know?
I hope
Maybe
so.
no, probably not.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it wasn't in the preview email. It wasn't in there, so
Rip.
You play as
I,
Ray.
don't know. I hope it's good. I'm just really disappointed by the first one. So
well, I was too.
this most recent one, I should say.
Well,
I love
they gave us EA gave us numbers. I forget what they were, but they were about the fan base or the people still playing Battlefront, and there was actually a lot of people still online playing Battlefront.
I'm sure that
Yeah.
there are.
I mean, it's
I'm
the
not one
only-
of them.
It's the only recent multiplayer Star Wars game, so.
Yeah, and it's Star Wars. It has that name behind it.
So how about the Last Jedi trailer, though?
It's freaking awesome.
I think they're pulling a bait and switch. We're gonna see.
What'd you
Say,
say?
Eric?
I don't think Luke's the bad boy. I think Luke's gonna be the best.
Well, a trailer is supposed to tell its own story, so it's not necessarily going to be the story of the movie. That's how they make trailers.
Yeah, I don't see Luke Skywalker being a villain. I don't see that. So
He can be corrupted, but he's not going to be a villain. I don't
I
think.
don't see it. I don't see him being corrupted or anything. I think he might be reluctant
To
but that's
trust,
about it.
for trust.
No, like to get back into it. I think he might
Okay.
be reluctant because he had such a failure. I think he
Because-
might be reluctant to get back into it, but I think that's about it.
Okay, I can
Yeah, I
I
agree
can
with
see that
that.
with the Jedi. He's like, everybody sucks. Jedis suck.
Except me and Jar Jar. And then
That's
that's
it.
when they reveal the best part of the whole series.
Did you guys watch? Did you guys watch the full conference?
No.
I got a chance.
I watched that part when they revealed the trailer and when they brought everyone on stage for that part.
I got a chance to watch it in bed when I was bored the whole
Yeah.
conference. And did you see the what's her name? My mind's blank. The princess, what's her name? My mind's
Leia?
blank. What's her real name?
Carrie Fisher?
Yeah, Carrie Fisher. Yeah, did you see the video for that?
No.
No.
That was actually pretty pretty nice video they made,
Okay.
put
It
together.
was like a tribute.
Yeah, it was a tribute video. And then
Okay.
freaking Lucas, George Lucas was like, George Lucas and is just George Lucas. I mean, like he wears the same shirt all the time, and he was in his chair. He was in his chair around, like talking like George Lucas does, and he was like wiggling swinging his feet on the chair. It's just one ginormous kid.
Yeah, he's the best.
Yeah. But moving on, no more Nintendo classics.
Well,
Yeah, this
Nintendo,
is weird.
What a silly decision.
Yeah.
So
Ne-
I don't have anything to say about this. I think it's stupid.
Well, I mean,
Doing
just in case, because we didn't really say what it is we're talking about, in case nobody knows, there will be no more Classic Edition Nintendo Entertainment System consoles, because they're stopping production. So that's it.
Yeah,
I-
they're shipping the last one out to Africa. Is that what they said? Where are they?
Last shipments are coming out this month, but they didn't. That's it.
Yeah.
Is it retailers everywhere, or it's just one region?
I think it's just one region.
Because
Because
my friends have the hopes of getting one in America, so I'm pretty sure it's just generally.
Because if you guys don't get it right now for only $60? Is that it?
Yeah, they
How
go
much-
I don't know.
$60.
Yeah, if you guys don't get it for $60 right now, like it's going to go after the shipment, it's gonna go way up in price.
They're already jumping from scalpers.
Yeah, I
Yep.
know. Yeah, it's crazy.
I'm relatively certain that the mini NES classics only existed as a way to drum up excitement in Nintendo for the Switch. And now that that's done, they have no reason to sell these consoles at potentially a loss because we really don't know how much this costs to make and ship.
Yeah.
But I mean,
The thing is with these things is that there's so many of these on the market for different companies. There's Atari, there's Sega. I mean, and they all cost about the same amount of money. They can't cost that much to make.
But then again, they could own that market. Why would they stop? Why would they just stop it? They're thriving on people's nostalgia.
Well, I still think there's going to be a second one, and probably a third one, and a fourth one, and a fifth one.
Mhm.
So, I mean, we'll see. But I think that's the route they're going to take because it seems to be the way these things go. But I'm still, that doesn't change the fact that I'm very surprised that they discontinued this. It just doesn't make too much sense.
Well, they've done it. They've done not like a console, but they've done things like this before, like with additions and stuff. But yeah, there was something a while back. One of the Shuhei Yoshida. How can I remember that name but not Carrie Fisher? But when the classic PlayStation 4 came out, you know the one I'm talking about.
Yeah, the one that looks like a PS1.
Yeah, Shuhei Yoshida released a thing, tweet or something online. He's saying, he said, I never meant for the PlayStation to cost classic PlayStation to cost this much. I wanted everybody to have one, and I was like, it should be expected that it's going to cost that much. It's a special edition.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that's fine. I didn't see this Transformer The Last Night trailer that everybody's really excited about. Isn't there a unicorn planet or something?
Well, first, I have no idea. I think it's going to end up being Cybertron, because if it was quotes unicorn, that would be really awesome. And I don't think it's going to be awesome. So that is my call.
Rick, don't you have feelings about this?
I don't know. I watched the video. It's just kind of weird.
Oh,
Nice.
yeah. I actually got a chance to watch this. I was in the theater watching The Fate of the Furious. Turns out to be a great movie, actually. That was actually pretty good. But the trailer for this was, I don't know. It was... Michael Bay needs to stop. It's time to stop Michael Bay.
His movies are fun.
Yeah, but not as fun as Fast and the Furious.
I mean, in your opinion, I hate cars, but I like giant robots.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, well, Yeah.
But have you seen the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
No,
Yeah, those were
I don't
those
like
were-
turtles either, Dylan.
well.
You don't
those
like
are-
the turtles?
I'm just making a point. I like the turtles. I just haven't seen that movie.
Yeah, they made 2 already, and
Yes.
I've watched the first one like a couple times, and yeah, I'll stick to Transformers.
So wait, you didn't like it?
Nah, it was Will Arnett is in it, and it's I don't know. It's just
Why? I have a question for you, Dylan.
yeah.
Why did you watch it more than once if you didn't like it?
Well, I was in band, and the
Ah.
teacher was playing it, and
I
so I got to watch it more than once. It was not a decision I had.
No, I mean the teacher played this movie more than once.
Yes.
That's sad.
Hmm.
I think to say about that.
Eric,
Nice.
where's your mic?
Oh, right here.
All right, good.
Sorry.
Mic
I'm
check.
holding my phone and I'm sitting on the floor because my room's a disarray. So
It's
I'm
great.
just all over the place. Yeah.
So
Mr. Shifty is on the Switch.
Do you know anything about Mr. Shifty?
I
I saw
I
that.
have no clue.
Well, it's not a PlayStation game.
Yeah,
saw that
other than it's a
Jose-
switchy game.
It's a Switchy.
I saw that Jose Otero tweeted out that it was an okay action game.
Wow.
So there you
That
go.
sounds like a real endorsement, man.
Shout to IGN and my
Yeah.
favorite Nintendo man, Jose Otero.
Oh, is it kind of like it kind of looks like Hotline Miami, kind of.
Well,
No, I
you-
kind.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
That's all right. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say that's what I heard as well.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know about the gameplay. All I heard was that you switch between dimensions as you play. So it's kind of like you shift in and out, I guess, to avoid getting hit or kind of like teleporting kind of a thing. I mean, that sounds kind of interesting, but I don't know much about it other than that.
Nice. Yeah, I don't know anything. Does anybody else have anything to say about this? We can skip it or move past
No.
it. I mean, nice.
Yeah, it's it's kind of like Hotline Miami, but you just teleport.
That's cool.
Yeah.
About Injustice 2.
Oh my God.
Saw Poison Ivy. A Poison Ivy trailer dropped like an hour ago.
You know, it's been so long since we've gotten a new trailer for Injustice 2.
I know. For somebody who just loves superheroes like me,
This is the best.
Oh, man.
don't- I'm
So many trailers. It's like it's raining trailers from the Injustice series.
It is.
and pray.
Yeah, pretty much.
And pray. Yeah.
And pray. I pray for it to be good.
There's Pray
Pray will be
hardware.
good.
Yeah, it's
Fair
So, so what are we talking about? Injustice or Prey?
Whatever.
Neither, because they get too many trailers to matter. The Scorpio specs came out.
That's true. Yes, they did.
They did.
Rick, what do you
Yeah.
think about this? Are you gonna get a Scorpio?
Yeah, I probably will.
I won't.
So, I think
So-
because I'm gonna probably skip the S, and then
Yeah.
I'll probably just buy a Scorpio. So I'm pretty stoked about it. It sounds pretty freaking amazing.
So what I read online, I don't know if you saw my posts about this, but the man who's in charge of Xbox, Phil Spencer.
That's him.
That's him.
Yep.
Yeah. He was talking about how the Xbox, because they had their entire. It took their entire Microsoft staff. They said it took their entire Microsoft staff to make this console as much high powered it can be. And Phil Spencer, Phil, let's call him Phil. He was talking about how this could eliminate the consoles and blur the lines between PC and console. And he was talking about how it could eliminate and make everything digital and stuff, and just everybody is basically playing on PC now. And I was like kind of iffy about that because I like my consoles. I like taking them with me. I like going playing with. I like console gaming in general. And I like having things on my shelves like discs and stuff and hardware on my shelves. And I like holding something. I like holding something physical. And he kept talking about how he wants to eliminate that and just have everything digital. And yeah, I think that's a little bit too far ahead, or maybe even come sooner. But I don't think I'm ready for that.
I'm ready. I'm ready to be fully immersed. Like the Matrix.
Oh my god.
It's fine that people feel like that, but at the same time, the PlayStation 4 Pro and the Xbox S and the Xbox Scorpio, we're definitely moving away from traditional console generations.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Yeah, I get that feeling.
Have Nintendo. That's the closest thing we're going to have eventually. Otherwise, you're just buying underpowered PCs that you plug into your TV.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't think Nintendo will ever go that way.
Yeah, Nintendo.
No way.
They're slow. I guess they slowly are because they just started getting into phones.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that they're gonna start.
Yeah.
Marginally improving their consoles.
Yeah.
No, it's just phones.
It's because Nintendo doesn't care about specs. So, the other consoles are now trying to marginally improve their performance to get a leg up, but Nintendo doesn't care about that.
Nope.
So they're not
Nintendo's like, look, we're not going to have the high specs that the other companies have. We're not going to have the games. We're I don't know what we're going to have.
Yeah, they were talking about how they just announced that Payday 2 is coming to Nintendo Switch, and I was like, that I could see that running. It's not that high power of a game. It's a good game. It's a really good game. I like it. But if Skyrim can run on it, if they're making Skyrim for the Switch, I think Payday 2 will be fine.
Skyrim's also 5 years older than Payday.
Yeah, I know.
So, I mean,
just a massive game.
It just seems like Payday is not something to get excited about.
Yeah,
I mean, what the hell, man? I can't get excited about it.
Get up, I'll pick it up. We can play on the Switch.
Oh, bah.
We can use the smartphone app to communicate.
Yeah, it's just great.
I don't.
It's a good idea.
That aspect, but yeah, the Xbox Scorpio. Yeah.
Anyway,
does Nintendo still have the friend code and it's like a 12-digit number?
Yeah.
Is that still the case?
Yeah.
So you guys can find me at AC12326412.
What do you guys speculate the price for the Scorpio will be?
Oh, it's gonna be up
I'm
there.
saying 600.
Yeah, I think you're about right.
Because it's gonna come with an Elite controller, so.
That's 150.
I think they're still going to take a loss at 600. So
yeah.
So yeah. Do you think they're profiting off the console?
No.
I really don't see how they could because I don't think it sold very well at 500. And look what they did, and they stripped the Kinect away and made it as cheap as possible as soon as possible. It was and
Kinect was such a loss.
Yeah, and it was 350 outside of the first year it was sold. So I just don't think they can go beyond 500, even with the hardcore gamers, and expect people to buy it.
Yeah,
because PlayStation got super lucky. They knew what they're doing.
Yeah, because what's the PS4 Pro? Isn't that $400?
Yeah, I think so. But yeah, they PlayStation when that first came out, that was the best the console could be. But they didn't make any money. They literally made no money on the consoles back in was it 2014? Is that right?
I don't know. When did this generation start?
I think it was 14. I'm not sure. But anyway, yeah, they didn't make any consoles off. They just made they made money off the games.
Yeah.
Which was nice of them.
What do you guys think the price point will be?
I'm right there with you. I think around 600.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I think the remember the when the PlayStation 3 first came out.
Well,
you remember the price?
it was a lot.
Yeah.
Yes,
So-
it was.
The Invincible comic is getting made into a movie. I don't
Yes.
know anything about Invincible. What is that, Jason? How is it?
Well, I don't know anything about it.
I'm glad we have it on here then.
I know stuff about it. It's one of Robert Kirkland's comics that he's been writing over at Image Comics, and it's about it's kind of like a Superman story. It's about this kid, and he has superpowers, and his dad has superpowers, and it's a pretty complicated story. And he's pretty much just has Superman powers, and he kind of grows into them, and he's like a teenager, so it's kind of follows like if Spider-Man had these type of powers. So I don't know, it's a pretty great comic, so I'm pretty excited about it being made into a movie.
Cool.
So there you go.
You know when that comes out? Or it's not even
Tomorrow.
that far along yet.
No, I have no idea.
Okay.
Is it Marvel Comics?
No,
No,
it's an
Image.
Image comic.
Oh, okay.
Something else that I'm kind of excited for, but not really, because I still have the collection on PS3.
Great.
Jack and Daxter are coming
Oh, snap.
for via PlayStation 2 on PlayStation 4.
Yes.
I mean, I have these games still. I'm not really
Can
getting them.
somebody help me out here? What the hell does that mean?
What?
PlayStation 2 on PlayStation 4. Are they upgraded at all? Are they just
It's-
old games?
It's just PS2 games released on the PS4 digitally.
Oh,
That's
all
it.
right. Okay.
Yep, that's all.
It's not a remastered?
Maybe a little bit.
It's
Not
not
much.
remastered? Because yeah, we know the Crash Bandicoot is remastered, full remastered.
It's not even a remaster. That's like a remake.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Like I like the remakes because
It's
I
a
don't
game
know
of
if
the
you,
year right there.
I don't know if you guys played the recent Ratchet and Clank game, because that was a completely remake of the first Ratchet and Clank game, and that was actually really good.
Yeah, I played that.
It was actually. Did you like it?
I did a lot. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's great.
It was once you got the Rhino, the game was freaking easy.
No, it was you know what, none of it was all that hard.
Yeah.
But it was really fun and it looked great.
They made the game. I think they made the game easier because you remember the water level.
Yes.
Yeah, they made that a lot easier.
Ooh, Nadia, sounds like some bad memories there.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, because that water level, my mom used to play with me, and she and I used to play together, and you'll be doing this level, and then all of a sudden we're just falling in the water each time, and I'm like, okay, well, forget this. But you know what? I still want to get the collection of the Ratchet and Clank games for the PS3, but they're nowhere to be found, so I don't know what to do on that front. I'll have to check Amazon. But yeah, Ratchet is a good game, so
I got lucky with the I found a God of War collection, but yeah, that water level, that I died like 1,000 times during
yes.
that.
Yes.
But yeah, one thing I want to mention is that they need to make a freaking Spyro remastered, or at least something.
Spyro's overrated.
Freaking
And
Activision, just
I agree.
Activision, just give them back the rights, please.
No. They won't.
Stop with the Skylanders crap.
Let's see more Spyro if it's a Switch exclusive.
No.
Okay. What's Aven Colony? Aven? What is that?
Oh, yeah, I'll talk about that. It's from Team 17 that brought Worms.
Yes.
And it's just a real-time strategy game about a colonization. And they send you out, and then you got to take over a world, and it's RTS. So I just thought I'd throw that out there. It looks pretty good to keep an eye out for.
Is it like Civ?
Is it what? Like Civ? No, I don't think so. Not quite.
More like an old school RTS?
Yeah, I believe so.
Hmm.
Just from the trailer I saw.
Cool. I'm
Now
always up
is-
for that.
Only is I don't know anything about this. Is it PC exclusive?
I don't think so. I think it's going to come to all
Oh, really?
systems.
Well, that would be.
So,
Eric, what do you think about RTS on the Nintendo Switch?
I think it would
Do you
be
think they
cool.
Right? I mean, it seems like something they'd be able to pull off.
On the go, touchscreen. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
why
guess
not?
so.
Well, touchscreen isn't what makes the RTSs possible.
Well, I know, but I'm thinking of the ways the Switch could manage that.
Well,
Yeah.
that's a part of it, but then I'm also thinking like it's not too graphic intensive RTSs, generally anyway. So
Yeah, they're not in depth of design.
it seems like something that could be pulled off. I mean, that could be a big thing for the Switch if there were RTSs that only came out on the PC and the Switch. That's it.
yeah,
Well,
that'd be
since
pretty
they
cool.
have Unity, I guess they can. Just need some third-party developers.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think an RTS built from the ground up for a console could be pretty.
Well, we've
Sure.
seen that. Halo Wars
Oh yeah.
is pretty much built from the ground up for console, and those are good. But I mean, something that because I'm just thinking about it while you guys were talking about this game here. It seems like something that could be a good deal for the Switch, but this is just talk. I haven't heard anything, so.
Would you like a port or a new game?
Probably, either actually, but there's a lot of big RTSs that hit the more there used to be, but there are still big RTSs that hit the PC, and it's pretty much all exclusively PC.
Yeah,
You
they.
guys think a good an idea.
What?
All right, you're gonna hear it anyway.
Okay.
A Mario RTS, where you either play as Bowser
Oh my
or
God.
Mario. Mario has to build up the Mushroom Kingdom, and Bowser has to build up the Koopa Kingdom.
I would play the hell out of that.
Yeah, and you gotta build your forces. It'd be great.
I love it.
Be fun.
And you can have
Nintendo.
Luigi. As long
Listen.
as Luigi has it, isn't it?
Well, you
Yeah,
can
you
have
can
like
do
hero
Luigi.
characters.
I like Luigi. That's fine.
There
You
go.
can have like hero characters that you command on the
Yeah.
battlefield.
So it's a MOBA. It's just a MOBA.
I like it.
Oh man, I'd play the hell out of it.
Nintendo, get on it. Thanks.
Yes.
All right.
Right
What
now.
next? What's next?
The
Rescue Me.
police.
Agents of Mayhem. Ooh.
Oh man.
Yeah, did you guys watch this trailer?
No.
No.
Yeah.
But I do know about Agents of Mayhem, and I actually like the way it looks. So
I bet it's mayhem.
I think it's going to be like this year's Overwatch-ish kind of game.
mhm. Okay.
Wait a second. Who's it by?
It's by the
Mm,
I forget their name. It's the people who made
Well,
Saints
Deep
Row?
Silver and
that's
Volition,
right.
right?
Is it made by
Yeah,
people who made
so they
Saints
made-
Row?
Yep. That's right.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Yeah.
And it looks just goofy as usual. So
It's bad versus evil.
Well, that's what you guys remember. Saints Row 3.
no.
Nope.
What happened in that one?
That was the one where they went to space and they fought aliens and they went
No,
to
that's the fourth one.
what
No,
was
that
three?
happened in the third one too, though.
The three was not the three was I think the 3 was the best one.
Oh, get out of
for
here!
the
The
third
fourth
one.
one is the best one then.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll leave.
All right, goodbye. Have a good day, sir.
Thanks.
That's a good-
All right.
Yeah.
Well, good
So,
talk. Good
Yeah,
talk on that
check
one.
it out.
So I had a review that went up a few weeks ago.
You
This is
did?
the police. I did. This is the
All right.
police in the
Oh,
Lion
wait.
King. We're going to talk about this is the police first.
Excellent.
So this could be considered a real-time strategy game, I think. Most of the game takes place where you're managing the police station. You get to send officers on calls, and you have to manage the mob and help find serial killers. It's really good. My full review is on Brutal Gamer. I forget exactly what I gave it, but it's really fun. It's really good.
It sounds fantastic.
Oh, I just pulled it up. You gave it An 83.
Yeah, really good.
What did you say? Freeberg's. It's blocked by the thing. The website.
What?
But yeah.
Oh, well, there you go. Good.
That's it.
That's it.
It's a really good game.
Yeah.
And I also really like the art style. It's kind of a comic book 2D presentation. It's just phenomenal. Really enjoyed it all my time I've spent with that game.
Eric, you said there were some really like kind of controversial things going on in this game too, right?
It's true. There are. So you have to comply with City Hall as the police chief so that they don't cut your funding or they don't cut your pay or whatever. So they'll send you demands like fire every black police officer so we can curb racial tensions, or go suppress this feminists rally with force.
And like these are actual things in the game, right? These aren't like just examples. Like,
Oh
that's
no,
amazing.
these are things that the game actually was like, fire all your black officers.
Wow.
Or there was a Japanese businessman who came to town, and I had to hire at least 3 Asians.
Oh my God.
So yeah, this is.
Wow.
I mean, it's interesting because you don't have to do these things, but it punishes you. And
So is it a simulator?
I mean, yeah, it's like you're simming the police station, like you're running the police station. So it's a management game.
Right.
It got some.
Sounds really interesting.
It got some pretty mixed reviews.
Yeah, well, I think a lot of the problems that people have with it are those controversial,
Personal.
the controversial. What is it called? The circumstances that the game presents.
Yeah.
People don't like being told to fire all the black police officers, and I didn't like being told to fire all the black police officers when I was playing the game. But you have to understand, this is a game set in the 1980s, and still, city halls are corrupt, police departments are corrupt.
Sure.
The mafia is a thing.
Yeah.
Wait,
no.
Yes.
No. There's no mafia.
Haven't you seen The Sopranos?
I don't know what you. No.
They're very alive.
Actually, that's true. I don't know about that one. I feel like organized crime doesn't just disappear though. So I'm gonna have to go ahead and say there probably is a mafia somewhere.
Hey, at least it's better than disorganized crime. And everybody will get caught.
I don't know. No, I don't know, because organized crime tends to get the police involved in some way, and that is for anybody.
Well, it sounds like a really interesting game.
I think it's pretty cheap. I think it's like $15.
Cool.
Definitely, it's definitely worth it at that price. Cool. Really enjoy it, and the story that gets told is pretty good too.
Is it?
That's cool.
Is it just text, or is it? It's
voice acted.
It's voice acted. Okay.
Actually, when I was doing research for the review, I found that the voice actor of the main character is the voice actor of Duke Nukem.
Oh,
Get out of here!
Wow.
John St. John?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Great.
Oh, that's crazy.
Oh God.
That's crazy.
Okay. You want to throw out some lines from Duke Nukem?
No.
Not really.
No? Do you want to tell us about Aladdin?
Sure. I'll tell you about Aladdin. So, if you guys out there don't know, we started a new push with retro reviews again. So we're doing like a bunch of them on the site. We can try to do one a week. And we started with The Lion King 2 weeks ago. And this week I did Aladdin. We'll talk about The Lion King in a minute. But Aladdin was not as nice of a game as I remember from a difficulty standpoint. I don't remember it being that hard, but for some reason I had a freaking horrible time with it. Playing it now, it really kicked my ass. Other than that, though, it's so great. Just the animation is terrific. The little details in the game are terrific. The music is great. I played the Sega Genesis version, which was done by Virgin, not Capcom. So you have like a little sword that you can swing around, and the sword is not that effective, to be honest. But
I love that sword.
It's very well. It's cool looking. But I always felt like when I was attacking the guards and the other, bad guys in the game, I always felt like the sword barely did anything, and I was just kind of waving it around at nothing while they hacked away at me. So, of course, you can also throw apples in the game, which is way more effective. So, if you're looking for some universe where apples are more effective than a sword, this would be it.
Would you say aged well?
Yeah, it has. It has. The difficulty is, that's besides the point.
The difficult. That's the difficulty of the error.
Yeah, well, yeah, sure. And it also, if you play a lot of retro games, you may not find it that hard. I haven't really gotten into retro games in a couple of years, so like the older 16-bit titles and things like that, I haven't played a lot of them over the last couple of years. So for me, it was really, really hard. But again, that's personal kind of a thing. So difficulty aside, and the game is not crushingly difficult, doesn't break it or anything like that. So that aside, everything else is great. So yeah, I would definitely say it aged well. And if you haven't played it, it's a really, really fun time. So you should play it.
It's so weird seeing Virgin on games.
Yeah, because they haven't done anything in a long time. But yeah,
no, they have not.
Also, I'll give you one pro tip, and I think I included this in my review. But in one of the first stages, there is a pair of Mickey Mouse ears hanging on a clothesline drying, and if you can match up Aladdin's animation exactly so that it looks like he's wearing the ears, you will get a 1-up.
Really?
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Wow, I never knew that.
Yep.
That's so cool.
Easter.
So like he's kind of like standing when you stop, and then he does that animation where he kind of like leans forward and back. If you time it so that the animation when he leans forward lines his head up perfectly, you get a 1-up.
Oh, I see it. I looked up Easter egg, and there it is. Yeah.
Yep.
That's really cool.
That's
I've
pretty
seen
cool.
those Mickey Mouse ears, but I've never lined it up.
Well, now you have to try it.
I do, as soon as the podcast is over.
Excellent.
So
that's Aladdin, but what about Lion King?
So the Lion King, I think the Lion King's aged fine. I never played the Lion King. Played the Lion King right before I was playing it for review, and he hated it, which I think is just wrong. I think it's fun. The only problem I have with this game is that the colors are a little washed out on the Genesis version. Simba isn't too distinct, but I mean, other than that, the platforming's top notch. Yeah, I don't really have much else to say. Classic game, like Jason
It's good.
Say. It's good.
Yeah. Those Disney games, they used to be so great.
They really were. I beat the Lion King for this review, and the only problem I have in terms of levels with this game, I don't know if anybody here has gotten this far, but the second to last level, you're returning to Pride Rock, and it's basically a maze. So you have to go through doors, and every time you enter a new door, all the hyenas respawn, and you can't leave until you beat all the hyenas. So if you keep going in the wrong doors, you're going to have to keep going the same hyenas over and over and over again.
Dear God.
That was the only... But you're also a lion, so they're not too hard.
Yeah.
So.
Have you guys played the remastered Mickey Mouse game?
Yes.
That was actually pretty good.
Wait, which one?
Castle of Illusion?
Yeah, Castle of Illusion, yeah. That was actually pretty fun.
Is that
I played
the remake of the Genesis one?
They made a remake, and then they made a remastered, and they made a remake.
But I'm not sure if this is thinking of the same one.
I thought it was the Game Gear one. I thought it was a remake of the Game Gear one. But either way.
Yeah.
It's a fun
it
game.
wasn't the same as the Genesis one.
Yeah. I think it's the Game Gear. But it was really fun. I played it actually pretty recently on the PC.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
There was a thing going with PlayStation where they had a deal. This was a little while back with PS3. PlayStation Plus had a thing. It's like if you downloaded this game right now, you would get both the remake and then the 3D remastered, I guess. Well, it was still side scroller, but yeah, it was remastered, and you would get like a free theme with it. And yeah, I played both of them, and they're pretty fun games.
Cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's looking
so,
forward to Disney Afternoon, by the way? Because I am.
Yeah, that's gonna be cool.
Yeah, I haven't played those games in a long time, so I totally am.
Yeah, that'll be a good time.
Yeah. So we're moving forward with the retro stuff, and have you picked a game for this week, Eric?
I have, and I've been playing it.
And
I'm thinking Decap Attack.
oh my god!
Yep.
Oh, that's great. Okay, terrific.
Yep. Nadia, have you ever played Decap Attack?
No, but I like the name, so that's why I laughed.
I think you'd like the game too. Eric, you want to tell us a little bit about it?
Sure. So in Decap Attack, I forget the name of the character. He has a pretty.
Me too, actually.
I don't remember the name.
Yeah.
And you're on an island of body parts, and they all separate because of an earthquake, and you got to go through these levels. And you're basically a mummy who you can throw your skull and kill enemies with it. It's great. It's so much fun.
Yes, it is.
I'm going to be having the review come up on Thursday. I've been playing it again. It's one of my favorite Genesis games.
That is a semi-deep cut, Eric, and I like that. That is a great choice.
Oh my god.
Fabulous.
You're all gonna see its glory in the screenshots when I'm
Excellent.
gonna have my full review of it then this Sunday when we'll chat. I'll chat about it.
You're gonna like it.
Jason,
Excellent.
What do you think?
Excellent. Now,
What do you
I'm thinking for the week after, which I'll be playing. I'm thinking something on maybe N64 because I haven't played on anything on N64 in a while, and I keep thinking about it for some reason. So I just found my copy of Tony Hawk, the original one.
Oh my god.
And I actually have it on N64, and I'm thinking about playing that.
Wow.
That's a good one.
So we'll see.
Wow.
Can't wait to see what you pick.
We'll see.
Gee.
It's a toss-up. I might do that, or I might do the original Quake, because I've been talking about that a lot lately.
Those are both good games. My god.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
But I like the whole thing with the semi-obscure title with Decap Attack. I like that a lot. So that's cool. Yeah, that's a great idea.
So, Nadia, before we move on to your comic rack, Jason, let's have Nadia tell us about her interview she did.
Yes.
Yeah, it went very well, and thank you again, Jason, for letting me know about that.
Oh yeah.
So what I did on the Tuesday of last week was I interviewed two co-hosts of a Twitter channel called Geeks for Good. So you can look them up and see what they do. But the gist of it is they do tabletop RPG gaming. So they create all these scenarios, they play the games, and I'll go in more in depth about that in the article because I don't have it in front of me. But it was a lot of fun to watch their stream to get prepared for it, and also to actually sit down and talk with them because they have a theater background. So you could tell that they're so into this and they're just so down to earth. So check them out. But basically, it's just what they do is it looks like to be a lot of fun, and also they raise money for charity, so that's also a good thing. But yeah, so when I did the interview, it was we had a little bit of technical difficulties, but they called me on my phone and we just had a good time talking about it. So yeah, when the article was published, you guys will see everything that we talked about. I just have to get my notes together, finish that off. But I actually got some really, really nice pictures from Leah that I could use for the article. So you guys will see exactly how into this that they get. They dress up and everything too. So and quite fitting because they're in theater, right? So you bring the games to life. And I actually emailed Leah, one of the co-hosts of one of her games, and I said, hey, do you have any pictures that we could use? So she sent me quite a bit. So I'll probably be using quite a few of them for the article.
Wow.
Awesome.
That's awesome.
But
Yeah.
what really touched me the most, and I've always said this about my interviews, is that I really like the heart and the spirit of what people do. Because there's just too much crap in the world. So I like, it's true. I like to
Yes.
sit down and I like to hear about what they have to say, what they're doing to make a difference. And one of the things that the other host told me, Miles, he's actually the founder of Geeks for Good. He said to me that they had no computer to actually record what they wanted to do, and somebody actually sent them like a MacBook for them to get started.
Wow.
For free.
Wow.
So
That's-
it's amazing. And when I was watching their stream, it's so interactive and so much fun. You can feel like their energy, so they're really into it. So I said to them, hey, good luck, and I'll support you, and best wishes. So it's just kind of like that, and that's what I really like. It's just the relationships you build with people, and I'm really glad to be able to do my interviews again, because as you guys know, I took a little bit of a break, and it's been quite interesting. So yeah, that's pretty much the highlight of my week. But I really loved to sit down and just hear them talk, because they had lots to say and they're energetic. So again, it's the heart and the spirit. And yeah, I hope to do a lot more interviews like that. And that's pretty much it.
Sounds
that's really
great.
Cool.
Yeah. I just want to say, Nadia, that I totally agree with you, and that's my favorite thing about journalism is, getting to meet so many people who are just doing good, and getting all those stories.
You know what, Eric? I really feel like so much stuff is in the news already. I know we all have to, cover politics or cover really heartbreaking stuff. But what I went into journalism for is to actually get to know people's hearts and their spirits, because, when I joined to do the program at my college, that was what I was into it for. I wasn't into politics. I wasn't into all the bad stuff, and I know it happens, and I know there's journalists out there that have to cover it. But for me personally, I want to be one of those voices where, okay, well, you're hearing all about the bad stuff. Well, hear about the good stuff. There are good people in this world, and that's what makes me want to do my job more.
You wanna talk and learn from others, and you wanna hear like things about what they love and why they love it.
Exactly, and that's why I went to college for this. It wasn't about okay, we have to focus on the issues. I get it. I understand that life isn't always rainbows and lollipops, but for me, my motivation was just to really meet people, because it's very hard for me to do that. And I think all of you now know about me and how hard that is for me to go out there and to meet people in person, because I can't really pick up myself and go, right? I have to get somebody to help me to go, because I have a disability. I can't go on my own. So there's things that what journalism has brought to my life, it's just given me like a whole new sense of being able to be social, to be able to listen to what people have to say, and to really connect with them, because it's really, really hard for me to do that. It's just totally on my own. And so yeah. And then when I went to Anime North last year, that was the big one. I forgot to do an article about that. I'm so sorry, but yeah. When I did that, I went up to them and I said, "Here's my card." So I gave them my Brutal Gamer card.
Cool.
And and the actors, some of them actually, well, only one of them recognized me. And that was just the defining moment where it's like, oh my goodness, I'm just one person, but how did I make such an impression? I wasn't really, I was just being myself. And then when I went there, they're like, oh my gosh, she knew who I was. They knew who I was. And it's incredible. That's pretty much why I went into this, is just to really get to know people. And I never thought that I would be able to be meeting so many people, voice actors, people just like you and me. Like I never really thought about that. So that's pretty much my goal as a journalist, is to really meet them. And I like it. I love it, and I love people. So that's pretty much it, you know.
Sounds good to me.
you know, I just do the very best that I can, and I really want to thank you guys so much for all the support and everything else, because it's been really hard for me lately, as Jason knows, that I've been reaching out to people, but I don't always hear back.
Yeah.
And that's the tough part for me. But if you guys want to know what I'm trying to work on this time, because I still have to write up the article for this interview that I did last week. But I actually reached out to the voice of Super Mario just yesterday. So
Charles
I
Martinet?
yes.
He's so
It
cool.
was,
He's such a good guy.
I hope he gets back to me, and I hope he says yes. So let's see. But I just took a leap of faith. I said a prayer, and I said, I hope this goes well, and I sent the email off. So let's see. You know, I'm not going to give up. You know, and that's just pretty much the hard part, is that people getting back to us and saying, oh yeah, we would love to talk to you. And so when I sat down with Leah and Miles, the people from Geeks for Good, it just kind of reinforced the fact that people do want to talk. Not everybody's going to just see the email and ignore it. So that kind of brought my spark back. But thank you guys so much for all the support that you guys have given me. And, you know, I look forward to create more articles with you guys. And I think Brutal Gamer has been the best highlight of my last 3 years with you guys.
Awesome.
Well, Nadia, you do a great job. So we are more than happy to host any interviews that you may have coming up. So definitely.
I'm trying my best, but I couldn't have done it without all of you guys, because that's, I'm working with all of you. You guys are awesome. You guys are just like a little team. You know, we're all going through our own little thing. We all have our strengths and weaknesses, and I think when I was struggling to get the interviews, it's not because of what I said. I was very polite. It's just people did not get back to me. And I was like, do I really want to do this? And the truth is, yeah, I do want to do this. It's just it gets a little bit difficult, and I'm just kind of like, okay, let me just take a step back and let me just rethink things. But I went to school for this, so I could do it.
Yeah, it's definitely work getting that. Once you get that first email back and getting that interview, it usually just always goes up from there.
I just got really excited, and even when I did the Sailor Moon stuff, I mean, it was just one person, right? One person that all of a sudden, at the end of the interview that I did the last 2 years, I got the emails back, and people were saying, "Hey, we heard about you. Can you want to interview us?" And I did, and then I ended up meeting about some of them from Anime North, which is where I went to last year. And the only person that really recognized me right away was Susan Roman. She actually knew my face, and
that's great.
She gave me like a big hug. So I nearly cried, because I'm like, I'm just one person. I never thought I would be capable of doing, based on all my challenges, based on my disability, based on everything else that I've had to go through in my life. I did not know that I could do this. But trust me, I can. It's just that if things get too hard, you just have to back away for a little bit. It's okay to do that.
Oh, of course. And we certainly know that you can, Nadia, because you do a terrific job. I've enjoyed every interview that you've done.
It's been a lot of fun, but you guys are awesome. So keep it up. Keep bringing new people on if you can. Just keep doing what you're doing, you guys, because you guys are doing something right. Because I was with the magazine for a little while, and they were very competitive there. And I'm like, you know what? Maybe I should walk away, because something doesn't feel right. And I did. I walked away, and then that was the process, Jason, when I was waiting to hear back from you. And then I did, and I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna go with Brutal Gamer, because they're not competitive. You guys are more like friends to me than just like competing against each other. You guys are not competitive, so I'm like, okay, you know what? I found where I want to be, so there we go.
Yeah. That's really awesome, Nadia. Thank you for saying that. And
so thank you guys for being a part of my life, and thank you guys for really being understanding. Because I mean, it's not easy for me to say that, hey, I have a disability. It's not hard. It's not easy for me to say that, because I've grown up with it, and the most I can't walk on my own. That's it. But I've got everything else. But it's really, really hard for me to say that, hey, I can't. If you guys haven't seen me in person, well, of course, but I think a part of my life and a part of doing the journalism thing, it just gave me a voice and it gave other people a voice, and I'm able to do this, and I know I can do this. It's just it takes a lot of hard work, and it does take a little bit of perseverance too, and I just when things get tough, you just have to support each other through it, and I think that's pretty much what I've learned from all of you guys, and I've seen you guys are really great at reviews. I'm very weak at them, so I get to learn from you guys.
You're not as bad as you think you are. You're pretty good at reviews. You're pretty good at reviews.
But I'm so sorry to take up the floor here, but I just wanted to say,
get out of here.
I just wanted to say, I just wanted to say thank you guys so much, and it's been great to be working with all of you for the last 3 years. I started in 2014, so.
Well, you know what? We thank you, and it's been great working with you, and we're happy to have you as part of the team.
Yeah, I'll still be here no matter what happens. I'm actually doing a course right now, so I think I'll be a little bit slow, but I'm still here and I'm still trying to do stuff for you guys. It's just the main delay that I was having was getting people to get back to me, and I think that was the major problem. And when I sat down and when I got the Geeks for Good, but I was like, I got my spark back because people wanted to talk. So I was just really giddy at the end of it. So so I hope to do more, and I hope to keep reaching out until some people get annoyed or whatever. But I'll keep doing it. But I think Geeks for Good was the one interview that I needed to get back on track a little bit. So that's a good thing.
Sounds good. Sounds good. We're glad you're back on track.
Yeah.
And they're a terrific group as well, Geeks for Good. So definitely keep us in the loop about what they're doing.
You know what? I will still. I already said to them that I'll keep supporting them, and really they really like to talk. So and I really love their energy. And when they told me that they had a theater background, well, that explains it because they love to act. They like to be the characters, right? They like to create stories and worlds. And one of the streams that I watched was on the Tuesday to get prepared for this, and they were actually raising money for I forgot the charity that they're raising money for, but when they reached a certain amount, they got so excited and they're like, thank you to the person that donated, and they had some pretty sweet giveaways too for a certain amount of money that was raised. So it was actually quite cool to sit down and to really see their spirit. And I think that's what I like to do before I do any interview. I like to try to check out some of their their stuff before I even started. So what they had to really say had a very profound impact, because it's like there's a lot of people that believe in what they're doing and they're helping them out, right? They really want to pay the people that are actually playing with them and stuff like that support them to do it. And one of the photos that Leah sent me was a behind the scenes look, and you can tell it by their faces, by their happy faces, that they love doing what they're doing. And that's pretty much the home run for me when I'm doing these stories. That's what I want to see. I want to see their heart, and I want to hear it, and I did. So it was really good interview, and I'm glad that it worked out. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys.
Wonderful.
Yeah, I'd really like to read it.
I hope to get it up within next week or so. Yeah.
Well, do we want to end on that note, or Jason, would you like to talk about your comic books?
We got more stuff. Let's go, Jason.
Yeah, we got more stuff. We got some stuff here.
Yeah,
real quick.
Yeah.
Nadia, I don't want to get your hopes up too much with Charles Martinet, but I met him at the Nintendo New York store reopening, and he was such a pleasant, great guy. He was doing he was recording podcasts, like greetings for people as Mario.
Oh my god.
So I can't imagine he wouldn't get back to you. But
I hope so. What I did, I found his website and I just sent him like a really nice email, but I hope so. I'm not forcing anyone. I just said, you know what? Why not try? What's the worst that could happen that they don't get back to us? Well, the only way that I fail, you guys, is if I don't try. And that's what I did yesterday. I just kind of calm myself down because I got excited. You know, people are in were part of your childhood, so you're trying to be the journalist and not the fan. But it was really, really hard for me to do that when I met the Sailor Moon cast because I'm like, oh my goodness, these people that I grew up with or listening to and watching on the television. I'm like, there they are in front of me. Look at one of them is hugging me, and I had to just kind of tone it down a little bit because I mean I went there as a journalist, but partly as a fan too. But you know, it's kind of hard to calm the fangirl inside of me. But you know what? If I do hear back, I'll let you guys know, and I'll go for it. But if not, that's okay. There's more actors out there. It's fine.
Wasn't it? Didn't he just have his 20th anniversary? I feel like he just did.
As the voice of Mario?
Yeah, it's the voice of Mario.
Oh, okay.
I got shared a link to that once.
Okay.
A couple days ago.
Cool.
But, yeah.
So that would be awesome. So, yeah, definitely.
All right, Jason. Sorry
Yes.
for that little extra delay.
No, man, no.
Yeah, sorry.
No worries. No worries. It's not like we're on a time schedule here. So,
Jason's comic
problem.
book rack.
yes. Well, that was quite an intro.
Yes. Go!
So I don't actually know very much about Faith Number 10. Eric?
Oh, I reviewed this, didn't I?
You did.
I did.
I thought this was Jason's comic book rack.
It's also Eric's.
No, talk about Faith. She's a superhero, kind of has like Superman type powers, and 4 of her greatest nemesises are teaming up now in Faith 10. They got together. There's this woman who's actually an alien from the Vine race, who was actually also in Man of War. She isn't, but the Vine are.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool.
Man of War.
A talking cat, which is actually somebody who's stuck in a cat. Some celebrity, he's a normal celebrity who hates her for some reason. Say, I'm jumping in the middle of this story. Yeah, it was pretty good. I think the artwork is a little bland when you compare it to something like Savage or Exo Manowar or stuff like that. There's nothing wrong with the artwork. It's just not as intricate or as stunning.
Well, it's like kind of a funny book too, right? I mean, it's there's a lot of comedy.
I definitely laughed when I was reading it.
Okay.
It was good. The writing was the funniest. Yeah, that was the best part of it.
Yeah. Okay.
So
okay.
It's not super art intensive.
You know what? I'm just gonna real quick the whole Harbinger section of Valiant Comics. I liked it at first, and then it just kind of wore thin on me really fast, and I haven't been a huge fan. I like a lot of what Valiant does otherwise. I like Bloodshot a lot. I like Exo Manowar a lot, but like for some reason the Harbinger stuff outside of Toyo Harada was the kind of like the Doctor Doom of the Valiant universe. Outside of him, I don't know. It just seems like the characters they haven't really grabbed me. Like none of them really. And I don't know. But I mean, Faith is fun. I'll definitely give it that. I've read a couple issues. It's a pretty fun book. But
yeah.
I just for some reason they haven't grabbed me like the other characters that Valiant has.
Right. It's fun. It's just it's not some like I'm definitely going back and going to buy Man of War and keep up and collect Man of War. I'm probably not going to collect Faith, but it's not saying I'm never going to read it. It's
right.
Just, it's all right.
Right. It's just it's not the same. It doesn't have that same level of attraction. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. Definitely. I would agree with that. I don't actually know too much about the Visitor, how and why he stayed from Dark Horse Comics, but Mac did a couple of reviews of these this week. I think he liked them a lot. And it is easy to see why. This is a book that's set in the Mike Mignola universe. And if people who don't know who that is the creator of Hellboy. So the Visitor is set within the Hellboy / BPRD universe. And he's an alien, which is pretty unique in that universe because most of the stuff there is all like, mystical and magic, demons, stuff like that. And this is apparently harkening back to a Hellboy story where this guy appeared. and this tells the story of, I guess, why he stayed on Earth. So it's a pretty cool tale. I'm definitely going to look this up, and I'll buy the collected edition when that comes out. But I don't know a ton about it. But if you do want to check out the reviews, they are on BG right now. I think issues 1 and 2 are up. We also ran a story, I think the week before last, about X-Men Legends action figures. The second wave is, I believe, out right now and shipping. So Entertainment Earth put up a link that they had started taking orders for it. So if you're interested in those, you can go and check that out now. Those are there's some pretty good characters in this wave, including the Jim Lee era Cyclops, and they all connect to form Warlock from New Mutants, which is a pretty great character who's never gotten an action figure. Well, I don't think anyway, and definitely hasn't had a Marvel Legends figure. So this is pretty cool. The only figure that does not have a collect and connect piece is Old Man Logan. So he's apparently too surly to have a piece packed in. So, you know. Other than that, we had Jean Grey #1 that we talked about, which is the solo book for Jean. That is, I don't think it's out quite yet, but it should be out soon. That's going to be one to watch, as she's one of the new leaders of the X-Men. And then the X-Men variant covers. Yeah, this is a lot of X-Men, but remember, Marvel is doing a big push for X-Men now, so you're going to be seeing tons of X-Men. The variant covers are really cool. We just ran a story on them today, actually, as this is being recorded. And what the deal is they're basically trading cards, old trading cards from the 90s, all of them with art by Jim Lee, who was like Mr. X-Men basically in the 90s. One of probably the most impactful X-Men artists of all time. And he did all the artwork for them back then. He is now co-publisher of DC Comics, which is just really interesting from a corporate standpoint, since X-Men, of course, is Marvel. But they're using his art for this, the original ink work, and then all of the color is being redone. So the artwork really, really pops. It looks great. We have a bunch of the variants up on Brutal Gamer right now. You can check the story out. Ran again today, and you can check that out and see what they'll look like. They're going to run across a bunch of books, not just X books, but the Avengers, Captain America, Iron Man, all that stuff. And that is coming up, I think, in July. But they're really, really cool looking, and again, you can go check them out right now. And I think that is just about it for the comic rack this week.
Awesome.
So I will throw it back to you.
Sure. Well, I think that's just about it. We can go through what we've been playing. I have a couple things I want to talk about. Some Switch games I have impressions of. I'll keep that for my turn. Dylan, do you want to tell us what you've been playing?
I just got back on the podcast, so I've been pretty busy the last couple of weeks with college and everything. So I haven't been really playing much besides the old Destiny every once in a while. But yeah, I plan on writing more and doing more, since I have a bunch of free time now during the summer. Yeah,
Cool.
it's great.
Nadia, have you been playing anything?
Not really, because I've started to take a drawing course, so I've been pretty busy with that. So no, I haven't been really playing anything. But I finally pre-ordered that Fire Emblem game, so I'm looking forward to when that comes out on May 19th.
Did you get the special edition?
No, I can't afford that, but I got the standard. Yes.
Oh, okay.
I find the collector stuff really, really expensive. I don't know if that's just me, but
I dropped down. I went to GameStop, and I slammed down a $100 bill, and I was like, I want the PlayStation Destiny 2 Special Edition right now.
oh no. Oh no.
I don't get special editions that often. I've only got one actually so far, and the rest I've got from yard sales and Goodwill. But Destiny is. I've been playing Destiny so much, I might as well get the special edition.
I almost drunk ordered Persona 5 special edition.
Oh my god.
Oh
on
no.
Thursday night. I didn't. Actually, I placed the pre-order, and I told my girlfriend, and I said, "Hey, I placed this pre-order," and she said, "No, you didn't." I said, "Yes, I did," and then I said, "I probably shouldn't have done."
My dad one time was on his sleeping pills, and this was a long time ago. You'll know how long time ago it was depending on the special edition. And he was on the computer one night, and then he didn't remember this, but one day, a couple weeks ago, a couple weeks from that event, a package shows up on our front door, and we're like, "What is this? We didn't order anything." And we open it up. Turns out to be the Halo Special Edition helmet.
Whoa. Okay. Yeah, I do remember that Halo 3.
Yeah, we got he ordered the Special Edition helmet. We had the giant Halo helmet with the game in it.
That was pretty cool, though.
Yeah, I was like, "This is cool, but come on, Dad."
Oh well. It happens.
Yeah.
All right, and I guess I'll go, and then Jason can go. Or do you want to go first, Jason?
I'll go first because I'm playing something really awesome.
Sounds like it.
I don't know if that's sarcasm.
Well, it's semi-sarcasm. I got the Mega Man collection disc for PS2 at a thrift shop, and I've been playing that. So again, you want to talk about games that are much harder than I remember. I know Mega Man is tough, but I don't remember having this much trouble with Mega Man games. But I am having no end of issues with them. So I'm playing that right now, and I am biding my time until Dawn of War 3 comes out for PC, when I'm going to grab that.
Nice. Cool stuff.
So PlayStation 2.
Yep. Throwback.
PlayStation 2.
Definitely.
I've real quick. I've been playing my Switch a lot. Been playing Zelda, which, as Jason can attest, is real good.
Oh.
But there's also too much to do.
Yes.
I finally got the Master Sword.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, I grinded out shrines until I could get the Master Sword, and then I went and found. Now I'm going to the next Divine Beast. So spending more time on that game than I really probably should. But
so how effective is the Master Sword?
It's a pretty strong sword, and the thing with the Master Sword is that you can't actually break it.
Yeah.
But when you use it too much, there's this gimmick where all of its power gets used up, so you have to let it recharge. So you can't use it. It's like a cooldown.
Okay. Yeah.
So you can break it, but you cannot use it for a time while it recharges.
Because how funny would that be if you grinded out all these shrines, like spent hours upon hours, you get the Master Sword, you use it like 3 times, it breaks in half, and that's it.
That was
yeah.
But something I've taken to fighting Guardians, like voluntarily,
Ouch.
to get parts, and something really neat you can do, which I didn't realize you could do. You can chop their legs off to stop them from moving.
Oh.
That's so cool. You can cut their legs off, so it's great. And
by the way, I just love that. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're fine.
I love that element so much, that there's like these high-tech vehicles, that are just like buried, and you're in like this post-apocalyptic time period in Hyrule. It's so cool. I mean, they did so many things right with this game.
I totally agree with you. I'm pretty sure, by the way, between me and you, that this game takes place like thousands upon thousands of years after Ocarina of Time.
Okay, that makes sense.
We can chat about that later, just with reasons to think that, but yeah. I'm pretty sure that's the case. But yeah, it's real good. And if you chop off all of their legs but one, they kind of use it to pull their entire body really sad. It's really kind of sad.
It's terrible, and you're an awful person for doing it.
Yeah. Other than that, I've been playing Shovel Knight, Spectre of Torment campaign, which is the new one that was exclusive to the Switch. I'm not sure.
How's that?
Really good. So I don't know if I've ever talked about it with you guys, but Shovel Knight is one of my favorite games of the past. Whenever that game came out, it's one of my favorite games since then. It's so good, and the campaigns have been good. The Plague Knight DLC campaign that came out was really good, and this one's really good. The characters play totally different. They rework the levels. They rework the boss fights. They rework the way the entire game plays, and it's just Yacht Club does amazing things, and I didn't mind giving them $25 more, even though that's what I paid for Shovel Knight years ago. It's just so worth it. If you're a fan of old school platformers like that, you're doing yourself a disservice by not getting it and playing. And it's perfect on the Switch. It's perfect because the levels don't take too long. You can pick it up, play it, put it down. It's good.
I think you may have sold me on it.
Have you ever played it?
I played the first one.
It's
Shovel Knight. Just Shovel Knight.
Shovel Knight. What did you think of that?
I loved it.
Then you would love the DLC. Plague Knight's a little different because it's like he throws grenades that explode.
Okay.
But you can customize them so they'll lob higher or they'll bounce or they'll have different effects after they explode. And then Spectre Knight has a scythe and then cut through the air.
Cool.
And they also added a new game plus, at least for Spectre Knight. I'm not sure about the other ones, but It's totally worth it. And it's $25. And then you get the King Knight DLC campaign when that releases.
Nah, I'm probably going to get it.
You should. It's really good. It's really fun. And if you like old school platformers like that and Mega Man, it's great. And also Has Been Heroes, which is a roguelike where you play as 3 old heroes who used to be, big, strong warriors, and now they're old men and women. And it's pretty tough, but you get the hang of it, and it eventually comes. It's really satisfying when you do it well. A lot of combos and a lot of planning. It's good. It's fun. So that's where I stand. That's what I've been playing.
Cool.
And ukulele.
Oh,
I'll have this week.
Yes.
I've been talking too much. I don't want to get into that right now. It's if you played Banjo-Kazooie and you want it to feel polished, like it came out in 2017, you'll have ukulele.
Gotcha.
You can do different things, like you can expand worlds you go into, but the worlds are so big now, and there are so many more collectibles that it's almost daunting. I think Banjo-Kazooie had 10 jigsaw pieces in each world. There are 25 pages, which are the same thing as the jigsaw puzzles in each world.
Dear God.
So there's a lot.
Yeah.
I could finish Banjo-Kazooie world in 45 minutes. I have not 100% on a single world in Banjo-Kazooie, and I have 6 hours in the game. So there's a lot to it, and it's fun, and it feels good to play. It's just more Banjo-Kazooie. So
Gotcha.
Take that as
up to you whether that's a good thing or not, then.
I think it's a good thing.
Okay.
I just, All right. I think we're about it. I think that's about it.
Seems to be.
Anybody else have anything they want to say?
No.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Stuff. Thing.
I think I don't know. I was like, did we lose everybody there?
No, I'm here.
Like it. Well, it looks like the conversation's dead.
Oh well.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
We take our leave. I am going to go play more Shovel Knight and watch the Toronto Maple Leafs beat the Washington Capitals in Game 3 of the Stanley Cup playoffs first round.
A bold prediction.
I hope they win. It's tied right now. There's 10 minutes. I hate the Capitals. All right, friends. This is Eric.
Good podcast.
Good cast. Dylan,
This is Dylan. You can find me at Dylan's Legos on Twitter.
And Nadia?
This is Nadia. Have a good night, everybody.
And then me, Eric, Jason,
All right, everybody. Thanks for listening.
and Rick, who left to he had some stuff he needed to take care of. But
Some stuff.
we'll see you we'll all see you guys next week. They're gonna be shorter
Bye-bye.
time show and next show because we're recording this one late.
Yes.
So all right, thanks for listening, everybody.
Peace out.